Hi friends, and welcome to today's 15-minute morning yoga. Today is going to be a quick, short, effective class that is going to be fun, consisting of different balancing postures to wake us up and get us ready for the rest of our day. So if you're ready to begin, let's go ahead and let's get started. At the back of our mat, seated on our knees, nice and tall. Just resting your hands on top of your thighs, closing your eyes for a moment. Finding the intention for today's practice on what brought you to your mat today. And just taking that intention to your heart and letting it stay with your heart throughout your practice, throughout the rest of your day. And as you open your eyes, inhale and reach your arms up towards the sky. Palms together, exhale, hands to your heart. Taking your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers, open up your heart and your chest as you let your head fall back. Look up towards the sky, feeling that opening in the shoulders. Come back to a neutral spine and taking your hands still interlaced but towards the left side, looking over your left shoulder so you're feeling a stretch through the right side of your neck here, through the right side of your body. This is a great way to wake up our body as soon as we wake up out of bed and stretch our neck. Taking the hands back behind your back towards the right side now, looking over your right shoulder so that you feel the stretch, that sensation through the left side. One last deep breath in. Exhale, go ahead and release. Open up your heart as you inhale, look up again. Exhale, folding forward, knees together, child's pose. As you open up the arms, reaching it up towards the sky and towards the front of your mat, keeping those hips down, just feeling that nice opening in the shoulders. Going even higher up with those hands if you can. And slowly releasing the hands towards the front of our mat in our child's pose. Lengthening your arms, your fingers, reaching them really far forward as much as you can, but letting the hips fall back in the opposite direction. Coming back into hero pose, tucking your toes, all 10 toes, so making sure even that pinky is tucked underneath. Fingertips facing towards the knees as you lift your palm off the mat. Let your hips fall back and start to find movement as you wiggle your hips side to side here. Letting the shoulders fall down and away from the ears. What we're doing is stretching out our wrists and our fingertips, the front of our arms. So really let your body feel into this. Relaxing your neck, maybe closing your eyes here. And to go deeper, bending the elbows slightly here so you go deeper into that wrist stretch, especially if you don't feel anything. Try to bend those elbows even more. Good. Releasing the hands, come on forward into tabletop position as we inhale, dropping the belly and looking up into cow. And exhale, rounding out the spine into cat. And again, we inhale, dropping the belly. And exhale, rounding out the spine. Inhale, come into neutral. Flip your hands so your fingertips are pointing towards your knees again. Stretching through our wrists, finish with our cat and cow with our fingertips facing towards the knees. So inhale, dropping your belly. Exhale, rounding out the spine. If it's too much on the wrists, just place your hands back to neutral position. And just moving with the breath here. One last one. Inhale, drop the belly, open up. Exhale, rounding off the spine, chin to your chest. Release back to neutral as you flip your hands. Tabletop. Extend your right leg back. Look back and make sure that your right leg is straight behind you. Finding your balance as you lift your left arm up into your bird dog pose, and really make sure that you're reaching in two opposite directions. So your arm is reaching towards the front, leg reaching towards the back, and squeeze that belly in to make sure that your alignment is more straight. So starting to engage and fire the core here. Breathing, making sure your gaze is down so your head is in line with your spine. And exhale, bending the right knee, grabbing it with your left hand as you start to open up, grabbing that foot and reaching it up towards the sky. Open your heart here. Stretch out the front of your neck as you open up your hip, reaching the toes as high as you can here. And slowly release back, bird dog, release the hand, release the foot, sit your hips back, child's pose. Inhaling and exhale. Come back forward into tabletop, extending the left leg back, finding your balance, making sure that leg is straight, lifting your right hand off in your bird dog. Your body is in one straight, thin, long line, and making sure that your left arm is straight so that elbow is not bent. And just breathing, holding your bird dog, creating that energy from our core. Exhale, bend the left knee, grabbing it with your right hand as you lift the left toes up towards the sky. Opening up your heart again as you open that left hip. So you're bringing that left hip towards your glute and up towards the sky. Breathing and going deeper into this posture. And slowly releasing into bird dog. Release the hand, release the foot, child's pose. And taking your hands back along the side of your body in your child's pose, grabbing your heels and lifting your hips up and coming into a rabbit pose. So you're on the crown of your head and you're feeling your shoulders really open up. They're pushing away out of your body. So you're feeling that nice opening through your upper back. Giving yourself a massage on the top of your head, maybe just moving your head side to side, getting different pressure points, really stimulating different pressure points in your head, just like acupressure. And slowly come back into child's pose. Tabletop position as you tuck your toes, shifting all of your weight back into our very first downward dog. Just being mindful of your body, walking out your downward dog so that we find movement, awaken the muscles, especially in our back and our legs. And we're bending the opposite knee and straightening the other so that you not only feel the stretch throughout the back of your legs, but you also feel it through the back of your ankles. So just finding whatever movement. Maybe you want to wag the dog's tail side to side, swaying the hips and feeling a deep stretch through the side of the body. So whatever feels good for you, maybe nodding and shaking your head out. Just allowing your body to feel good in this position. And if you like to challenge your balance for some fun, lift the right leg up, lift the left arm off the mat, and just find your balance. If you fall, come back out here. Just a little bit of fun for the core. Exhale, release, lift the left leg up, and lift the right hand off the mat in your downward dog. Finding balance, so finding a gaze, a spot that's not moving. And exhale, releasing. Taking your right foot on the back of your left heel and pushing your weight back so you feel an even deeper stretch through the back of your left leg, especially through that calf muscle. So this is really great, especially if you do have any leg pain, especially from when you're laying down all night. This can be typical waking up in the morning, a wonderful stretch to do for your body. And taking it other side, left foot behind, right heel, push your weight back, because if you're forward, you're not gonna feel the stretch. So you wanna really push those hips back and high up towards the sky so you feel it towards the back of your right leg. Oops, find your balance. And breathe it out. And come back into downward facing dog. Push the hips back. Walk your feet out one at a time towards the front, standing forward fold. Grabbing your two big toes, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Walking out your knees one at a time here. And grabbing your opposite elbows. You can keep your knees still now and just sway your body side to side in our ragdoll position. So really lengthening our spine here, loosening up any soreness we may feel in our back, especially when waking up in the morning or if you're in a seated position all day. Releasing your hands to the mat and roll yourself all the way up into standing. Inhale as you reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale as you halfway lengthen. Exhale, stepping both feet back, plank position, chaturanga or modify by dropping the knees. Inhale, open up your heart, upward facing dog. And exhale, push your weight back, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to relax in your downward dog. Finding your center, making sure both of your hands and both of your feet are grounded. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels off, look to the front, hop or step to the front, standing forward fold. Inhale as you halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. And again, inhale, bend the knees, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down. Inhale as you halfway lengthen. Exhale, step both feet back again. Plank position, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look to the front, bending your knees, hop or step, Malasana. Making sure that the outer edges of your feet are pointing to the outer edges of your mat. Using your elbows to open up your knees and your hips as wide as you can. Letting your tailbone sink deep and close to your mat here. Relaxing your shoulders. Exhale, straighten out your legs. Pivot your feet hip distance apart. Coming into our crow posture as we take our knees to our armpits. Hands down, firmly gripped on the mat. As you lift one foot off and then the other off the mat. And holding yourself in your Bakasana pose, our crow. Maybe making sure those two big toes together are touching, pointing up and back towards the back of our mat. Hands fully gripped. Finding our balance. Slowly releasing out into our Malasana again. Just breathing it out here. And sitting on your tailbone, soles of the feet together. Butterfly pose, our spine is nice and straight here. Open up butterfly wings by letting the hips pulse up and down so we feel a deeper opening through our inner thighs. Just relax and breathing through this. And slowly make your way onto your forearms, all the way down onto your back, still with butterfly legs. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to inhale and reach our arms over our head, and exhale, close the legs, arms down along the side of the body. And again, we work with the breath as we inhale, open, and exhale, release the arms. And again, open up here. Exhale, arms on the side. One last one here. Inhale, open up your butterfly. And exhale, close. Open up once again, Supta Baddha Konasana, recline butterfly. Letting your back be flat on your mat here. And ending off today's practice, you can stay in this position, keeping your hips open, releasing the back, or extending the legs full into your Shavasana. Arms along the side of the body, relaxing, enjoying and noticing how this quick, effective practice feels on your body. Letting your gaze look towards that third eye chakra, so towards the center, while your eyes are closed, going into a deeper meditative state in your Shavasana. We'll simply come out and wiggle our fingers, wiggle the toes, finding movement in our body, and rolling onto your side in fetal position. And meeting me in an easy cross-legged position at the center of your mat. Just sit up nice and tall here. You can always stay in your Shavasana as long as you can. I know it's a quick practice, so we had to take a little bit of a quicker one today. But always feel free and stay in it longer or pause the video, whatever you need to do. And we close off the practice. Inhale, reach the arms up and towards the sky. Exhale, hands down. Inhale again, we open up, reach the hands, the fingertips up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Thanking yourself for being here today, for your practice, thanking yourself for your health, your family, your friends, and everything else that you have in your life. So much to be thankful for. Please subscribe to Yena Yoga to stay up to date on the content, and drop some comments below on things that you would like to see, or maybe things that you enjoyed for this practice, so that I know what I can prepare for you for next time. Namaste.